Okay, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're working on this old dually again. Hopefully we're going to get this baby tidied up and maybe getting it running. So so the carpet came in, so we're good there. That'll help me get that interior put back together. All I did really is I got it up in the air. I put a couple bolts on that I was missing, got them done. I unhooked the signal wire to the starter so that I can jump inside and terminate all the power, because I have to find a constant power while cranking, and for that ECU, and I just didn't want to be cranking this thing trying to figure that out. So I got this signal wire unhooked, lower this down. The goal for today, hopefully, is to get those wires done. Get a you can see here I got the makings of this clutch rod, goes in the master cylinder. Work on getting that hooked to the pedal and get these wires terminated so we can crank it, and then maybe tomorrow after work we'll I don't know, should be real close to just firing it up and see how it sounds, see if it's running and stuff, and then we can work on tidying some stuff up and getting that interior and stuff back together. But let's get this thing down and get these wires, these powers figured out, and we'll continue on. All right, so I've been out here for a while, but I didn't film a bunch because I just was tidying up all the wiring under the dash here and testing those pumps. So basically what I did was I got this switch here. So I'm running the pumps, I'm running both pumps through one relay, and I'm running one pump through basically with the switch is off, it runs I can't remember, I think it runs the left pump. When the switch is on, it runs the right pump. That's how I wired it through the relay. I just looked up the diagram. I always forget. I hook it through the 87 and the 87A. So basically I'm jumping it through the relay. I always forget, so I just look up the diagram on a Google picture of it or something. So helps me remember. But yeah, so I tested both pumps are working independently. So we got fuel and, like I said, through one switch. So the plan is I'll switch the pump, and then I'm hoping, the way it worked on the other truck, is I'll switch the truck switcher right there, and that'll switch my levels for the gauge for each side. I'm hoping that's how it's going to work. That's how that's in theory, that's how it's supposed to work. So switch the pumps with the switch for the pumps, switch the levels. So if I go to left, I just switch them both left. Should give me the left level and be running off the left pump. So got the wiring done. I got to tidy it up as I put everything together. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you here. I'm going to go ahead and work on the clutch pedal. So basically, I got to put this little rod in place of this. And I put this rod in with my master cylinder, and this is where the pedal's that's where the pedal rod ends up. So I have to connect these two here somehow. I'm going to use this. I'll shorten this down, drill it out, and I can make like a sleeve for it to plug together, and then the adjustability be in the rod end. I shouldn't need much, but I will have to adjust a little bit just to make it the way I like it. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and start chopping this down so they can get that in there, and then I have to get the pedal out and put little, I have to build some tabs for that to attach to with a bolt. Let's see that dog going by. There's always dogs going by. Anyways, but yeah, so I'll have to get that pedal out so I can weld some little tabs on there, make some and weld some on, and we'll be in business. But for right now, I think I'm just going to chop this down, get it together, and see what it looks like. Okay, so basically I got these chopped down. Now I just have to connect them. What I went ahead and did before it's a little hot still. Before I chopped this off, I drilled the center out, just cut the threads, because it needs to, well, this is smooth, that's fine thread, that was coarse thread. But it's just going to act like a sleeve. I'm just going to stick these together, weld them up, and then, like I said, that'll keep it from deflecting at all, and of course it'll be welded, and it's just a push on it anyway. So it'll be good. I've done it before, and like I said, it just makes a solid rod anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It just to convert the threads to the smooth. Oh, what I got to do though is, because this is too big to fit, I'm just going to go ahead and stick this. I'll show you guys. I'm going to stick it in my lathe or in my drill press, and then just hit it with the grinder while it's spinning, just to buff it down until that fits just nice. And then we should be good. Okay, so you can see I got it in there. Where did I put my, here it is, my piece. So yeah, so just spin this, and I'll hit it with the flapper. Just till it fits. Perfect. I maybe even went a hair too much, but it's sturdy enough to weld it anyways. All right, so there we go. There we got my little bracket made, little jam nut right there. Yeah, so the little bracket I'm going to make is just going to be in line with this. This whole thing just pivots off the top. It's the brake, one bolt through the whole thing for the brake pedal and the clutch pedal. So yeah, so I just got to build a little bracket off of there, and I'll still have this. This is where the big spring was. I don't think I'll need a spring because the pedal does hang just right with no pressure on it. It's heavier than, like, say, the modern pedals that this would have came out of, but the way it hangs, it's okay. But I do have the option. There's another one of these tabs up top. Got the option to put a spring back on if I'd like. But anyways, I'll get a little bit of metal and we'll rig up a couple little tabs to put a bolt through and have this rod end attached to the pedal. And because the thing is, once you click this into the master, well, what I read there a little bit anyways, it's you basically can't get it out. So just want to make sure it's good. And I do have the adjustability of this, probably a good inch, almost an inch of adjustability anyway. So, but I did measure, and you know, hopefully it's good. But I'll get some tabs made. That's what I got there. I got a little tab made. And on this back side, I got a nut welded in there. You can kind of see. Got that baby welded in, so I can just run that bolt straight in. And there we go. Got adjustability. Lock nut there. I can jam that down wherever I need. And I'm getting ready to plop that baby in there and see if we can get this clutch bled off and see if we get a clutch. So, and then once that clutch is done, shoot, we're dang near ready to fire this baby up, and then I can work on this interior a little bit, get this all jammed back together. That's it for tonight. I've been out here a while now, so time to go in, have a little bite to eat before I pack it in, you know, before I go to bed and stuff. But I'll be back out here tomorrow after work for sure, and see how far we can get on this thing tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Here we are again. Just got home from work. Gonna work on this old girl again. I do have a problem. All this stuff, it's you know, it's right where I left it. So that's not real helpful. But anyways, we'll get this baby installed. I'll go ahead and first thing first, I'll throw this pedal in, and I do got to read the little book quick. I have a bench bleed that little master cylinder quick too. Just make sure I do that proper so it works good for me. But either way, I can plug this in after it's in there, no problem. So I'll get the pedal thrown in, and like I said, take a little time, do some reading, and then we'll. I think that's it. I got to think about it for a minute, but I think that's it. Once that clutch is bled, I think the wiring's pretty much done. You have to work on a intake a little bit there, something to stick on there to put that filter on for now anyways, but then we're getting close to maybe starting it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of that interior back together also. So, but anyways, let's get to work. Okay, so I bench bled that master cylinder there. I got it installed. Got my hose plugged in. Seems to actually be clutching. I think the clutch is clutching. So we'll see. I might have to go down to the to the slave cylinder there and bleed it there. But it seems to be working. So yeah. So I didn't really show that. I should have showed that. But the instructions just say. So basically, you just put your master in the bench in a vise or something. Hold it. And you fill it, and you just keep pumping it with a screwdriver or something until the bubbles quit coming out of it. And that's all I did until it gets so hard you can't even push it. That's all I did, and then once I plugged it in, it seems to be working. So I got to make a little. So I got this thing. I'll show you guys that. So basically, that's just you can see here. I didn't bring my light. You see the hole in the floor? That's where the clutch linkage used to go through. So I got to make a little patch panel with this guy just to patch that hole. And then if you followed earlier, I did have to move that shifter back just a little bit. So I'm going to make just a little panel because I want to use the original to make it, to keep it kind of original looking. So this cover does cover it, but just barely. Just give this some support in front of that shifter. So just going to whip up a couple tiny little panels. So use that. I already set it down here. Use this as a template, and I'll use that as a template just to make that front little piece. Hey, just a quick note here. So I'm still plugging away on this old Chevy, or this old GMC here. But just want to show you guys something. I've been starting to fill in the fluids here a little bit. I am low on transmission fluid for this manual transmission, so I got to get more of that. But and I do got a couple more things before I can start it and stuff. But yeah, as I said, I'm just starting to fill. I took this plug out, this plug here, just above the, just by the timing cover there. And so what I did, you can see here, so this tube right here, I got it plugged in. I just cranked it in the best I could. It goes directly into the oil pump. So, but yeah, so I don't seem to be losing a bunch. So it's plugged in there. I did fill the hose a couple times and just kind of fill that pump with oil, make sure it's got lots of oil in it. And the engine's full now too. And hopefully, everything will start with some lubrication. So yeah, I've been just tidying up a little because I'm waiting for I got my little pieces made here, my little panels. That one's got a run in it, but it don't matter. You'll never see it. But I thought I'd throw a little paint on those babies. Waiting for those to dry. And the other thing I mentioned too, that shifter. So I got it over to the bench. I'll show you guys. I don't want to use this one. It's probably, it's probably 100 times better. It has the rubber in it and stuff, so vibration, and probably it's probably a million times better, but I don't like the look of it. I want the old school look with the old boot and the old thing. So basically, this one fits pretty decent, being straight, but I'm just going to modify. I'm going to chop this apart, utilize that threaded sleeve, and see how I can go ahead and adapt this shift rod to it. So that deep. I'm just going to chop it off up here somehow and then get it apart. Once I get that piece out of there, then I can modify it. So you can see there, it's just a big old solid shaft. So not sure. I'll see. I might end up, just because there's so much thread, a couple inches, I might cut it back to the hole. And then I can plug that thing in and weld it real good. But we'll see. Get this apart, and we'll go from there. Okay, I got this baby cleaned up. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought that rubber was going to be a real nuisance to get off, but I'll show you guys here. So what I ended up doing was I cut slots in the tin, all the tin pieces. You can kind of see there, and they just fell right off. So that was good. And then the rubber I cut with my knife. A couple blades later, I cut all the rubber, and then I just stuck it in the vise with a wire wheel, buffed it all off. And it was a little longer, but then I did some measuring, and I've shortened it up as much as I dare. It's going to be lots of thread still. What I've decided is I sat in my truck. I'm going to cut this straight. This will still have the kink in it. And cut this straight, make that fit in just inside the end of there, weld it up real good. And should have a shifter, and I will have the ability to adjust it with the jam nut that's on the shifter itself. Just twist a little where where you like it, and hopefully that boot's real close to fit. you know, the boot will definitely fit, but if you want the boot to sit nice and maybe not have wrinkles in it, I might have to space that boot up a little bit with I'll build maybe some kind of nice shim or something, but we'll see. But you know, I've shortened it up the best I can, so maybe I can, maybe that boot will just sit nice and look good. So I'll go ahead and nip the end of my shifter off, this extra little kink in it, and I'll probably just use my flap wheel to get it down to size and get that baby welded together. Okay, everyone, let me show you this. Let me show you this bad boy before I call it an evening here. But there we go. Kind of get in here. I'll be a little higher when she's ready. Oh, sorry about that sun. But there we go. Wop wop. You know, I like it. I think it's going to be good there. I like how it looks. I'll just show you guys another option. Let me see if I can crack this baby loose. Because I did have an option, put it this way too, and it'd just be a little farther away. And that looks okay too, but I think this way right here, be a little racier. The seat's about here. So yeah, I think this will be it'll be nice to shift. I'll definitely be out here after work again tomorrow and start getting this interior put back together. I got a few little sheets of dyno mat. I'll stick around a few places. I'm going to salvage this stuff, clean it up. I'll clean up in here, and we'll get this baby back together. And then it's, like I said, it's about ready to run. I'll see you guys tomorrow after work. All right, everyone, what's going on? Back at it. What I'm doing quick here is I got some of this quiet mat. Anyways, I had some left over. I kind of actually saved it, but I had some left over from another truck that I did. But we'll show you what I'm doing here. So I'm just putting a little bit in. You can see I put a little bit along there. I'll put a piece. I got more for there. I got a piece on the floor. This stuff's real good. This truck never was too bad. It was actually quite quiet, quite pleasant to drive. But like I said, I had a little bit of this left over, so I may as well throw some in. I'll put a piece in each door. This driver's door over here, something's going on a little bit with my window. That's as far down as it'll crank. I don't know why. Something's stopping it. So I'll have to pull that panel off and check that out anyways. I'll show you guys too. Got over here, got a big old box of carpet. So I'll work on getting that stuff. So this stuff's nice. I used it in another truck too, the same style. But anyways, it's all a big old pile there. But you can see it's got the insulation and stuff too. So all of that up in there should make it real nice. So this truck didn't have that before. You can see the old carpet here. It didn't have that, I think, because it has all this stuff, right? So we're gonna have extra. We're gonna have extra sound deadening, extra dampening. Should be real cushion there. Yeah. So what I've decided to do, I'll go ahead and fix this window. So I'll decide I'm gonna pull this door panel off. I'll whip it off quick, and then and then I'll throw a piece in there, and then I can show you guys the difference sound, and I'll do all 4 doors. But yeah, let's get this baby peeled off there. You always gotta try and remember where all the screws are, but not with these old Chevys enough. I kind of remember. There we go. I'll see if I can get my light. See if we can see why this baby is not going. Oh, I can see right there. So basically this back channel looks like, oh yeah, it's running out of track and everything here. But anyways, that back channel is supposed to be attached to that thing. You can't see very good, but it looks like the rivets are busted or something. So I'll go ahead. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge just working inside there, but I'll get inside there, rivet that back to that channel, and then we should be good. And I'll throw a piece of matting in there. I think that's really gonna make this thing really dense. Make it dense. We like dense. You can see that I got, yeah, so basically I just riveted in, and now I'll lay my rubber rail, tuck it back in, and we'll be good. Okay, let's give this window, get my light out. Smooth. Beauty. I like it. So let's just leave that there. I want you guys to try and remember. You can hear that sound. I don't know if that's showing up good on the camera, the sound. But that's that. Let me go get a chunk of that stuff. We'll tuck it in there and see what it sounds like after. Okay, you can see I got that chunk wrestled in there. Now let's see here. You can hear the difference. Hear that tinny sound? Now we got that nice thunk, right? So I'll go ahead and do that to all 4 doors. Get it all mashed in here. Get this panel put back on. Maybe throw this carpet in, and then we're looking really good. Really good to have this baby back in action. Cool. I just want to show you guys one other thing. I'm starting on this back door. That front door's done. I'll move my way around, but just going back here. So this truck wasn't a top of the line truck back in the day. I'm pretty sure it was pretty rare for someone to buy a crew cab 2-wheel drive dually, blah blah blah. But anyways, but back in the day, this is the individual ashtrays. Hey, I guess the back people, if they wanted to smoke cigarettes, they had options, right? So it's just kind of funny. Even a cheap old plain Jane truck like this had had the ashtrays in the back, but it's what it was about back in the day, right? Comfort. Okay, everyone, I've been working here hard, so just give you an update. So I went ahead and you can hear maybe, well, I showed you guys these ones, but got that all in, all 4 doors. Ones were a tight little fit there. They just because the hole, the hole was real small in here. But anyways, so that's it. That's all I got for tonight. I like I said, I got off to a late start here today, but I'll be back out here after work tomorrow, and we'll throw this carpet in, and shoot, maybe we'll get this thing running. One thing I wanted to show you guys too is some of you might ask, I don't know, like these switches and stuff, why I put the pump switch there and stuff. Those holes were already there. I would have done something else, but this dash bezel's in very good shape, and those holes, someone had put them there once, a long time ago. This truck, someone took very good care of it at some point in its life, and but they needed switches or something, and that's what they did. Like I said, that's all I got for tonight. We'll be back out here tomorrow after work, and we'll be maybe get this old girl up and running. Yeah, I went ahead and rolled it outside. What I'm doing quick here now is I'm going to go ahead and try and get this carpet thrown in here and put this interior back together. So I do have I don't know if I showed you guys that, but kind of have the dash done. Just threw it back together quick. Pulled the shifter out, plugged the hole, because I'll have to cut for that carpet. And you can see some of the interior parts and this box of carpet here. So we'll go ahead and get this unboxed. Should be a front and a back piece. See how it all goes, and it's supposed to be molded. I know on that old 4x4 right there, that carpet I put in there, that carpet worked real good, fit real nice. So hopefully this is the same, and see how it goes. Okay, you can see there it's starting to take shape. Just got to keep mucking with it, but like I said, it's starting to fit here. I think I do have to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get a knife. So I have to, start trimming around the heater, the gas pedal, a couple things like that, just to get it to tuck. And then I think once I start doing that, this will all start to, it'll all start to go down. But I think we're looking good. See how it kind of just fits, kind of the mold gives you an idea of roughly how it should go anyways. But I'll keep plugging away. Okay, you guys, I've been working on this whole truck again. Got back. I did roll it back inside here because it looked like it was going to rain. So, but let me show you where I'm at. So I've just been fighting here, getting this stretched all out. But I got the corner panels in. Just keep pulling it. These wrinkles and stuff, I think, will go away as it lays down. And then plus this area here obviously is all covered by the seat. Got the trim plates both sides there. Just keep moving it. So now I'm gonna just move on to the back here, see how that's gonna lay out, and just keep on going, and then we'll get these seats in here, and then we'll have an interior. Hey everyone, so we got this baby whipped. So I'll just show you guys. I'll show you a few things before we give this little guy a test drive. So you can see here, went ahead and threw the seats in and stuff. Happy how it turned out. I'm hoping these wrinkles and stuff, a little bit left there, I'm hoping as that settles, that'll go away. It doesn't look too bad anyways. But nevertheless, if it doesn't, I might try hitting it with the steamer a little. But I think it'll go away. So we got the back seat in as well. Yeah, happy how it's looking. So we got this baby done, and so my nephew did come over with his computer too, and we plugged in and just cleared the DAT system so that it doesn't do the the lock me out and junk. And I had him help me throw the hood on here as well. So I think we're about ready for a test drive. Got to run to town and get some gas for the mower. So let's do that. We'll get this baby fired up. I do want to show you guys one other thing here. This baby done. The other thing I went ahead and did, and I didn't video it, but check these babies out. I'll throw on some new mud flaps. Nothing says retro Alberta than a Wild Rose Country mud flap. So I found them babies, and they suit this truck just right. They're perfect. That's about perfect for this old girl. But yeah, I got the old Wild Rose Country mud flaps, and real happy how they are. Alls I did, I didn't film it, but alls I did is I built some plates in here, and just to hang them off them, help protect my fenders. Happy how them turned out. It don't get more retro than that, so really happy with that. But let's fire this baby up, and like I said, we'll take it for a little test drive. Let's see here. All right. I don't know how well you guys can. I don't know how well you can hear that with the mic and stuff, but down here, got a nice slope to it. Happy how that sounds. There we go. So the thing I got left to do is I got to make a bracket for my air cleaner here. I got it sitting here. That'll be good for the test drive. But yeah, sounds pretty good. So yeah, so it seems to be working. I apologize for the dirty window. Maybe I'll hit the old car wash when I get to town too, give it a little rinse. The truck's been sitting for a bit, so a little grubby, but so far so good. It's definitely certainly going to need some more tuning. I think I have a guy that's kind of going to work on a tune for me a little bit too. So hopefully that helps, but so far so good. It's got a nice rumble to it, and seems to be driving okay. So well, like I said, we'll get to town, get some gas, see how this goes. All right, so I got my gas. I gave it a little rinse. It's definitely going to need some tuning. It's pretty, like, it runs pretty good. It drives nice for certain, and like I said, it runs pretty good. One thing that's a big nuisance is it does, when you cut the throttles, like in a parking lot or something, or like when you're going real slow, you just punch the clutch in and cut the throttle. It wants to die then, so it doesn't want to kick down to its regular idle very good. But just a little bit of tuning, but and I think there's some room for quite a bit more power yet too. But I also haven't really rat bagged it yet either, so we'll see. But we'll move on. I gotta go. I got some lawn to mow, so we'll see you guys in a minute or two here. All right, so here we are. I made it back. All in all, I'm happy. I'm gonna be extra happy once I get a little tuning done and stuff, because this baby's gonna rip. I think it's really gonna shred. I have big plans for this truck. Want to use it lots, and like I said, I got plans to for a few things. If you guys keep watching, you might see that. Got a few things I got to do. I just got to retorque them rear wheels. I had them off to do the mud flaps and stuff. Have to build a bracket for that air filter, make that hang in there nice, and get some tuning done and stuff. And I'll keep you guys updated how that turns out, I guess, and see. I think there's room for improvement. Well, there definitely is. Drivability, but I'm hoping for. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot more power in that thing too. It feels pretty good already. I haven't really given it the business yet. Really laid into it too hard and stuff. But we'll drive this thing and we'll have fun with it. I got to go mow my lawn. So that's all I got for now. So please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.